Okay. No, okay.
Okay. Am I audible to all?
Okay.
Class is started now. Am I audible? Please, students.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes? Okay, very good. Audio, video, both clear? Audio, video? Yes. Okay, very good, very good, very good. So let's start. This is your first class for the track 3 of physics. And sorry for the delay because of some technical reason. There was some problem with camera. We got late. Okay. So already 2 tracks are running. We are first. I'm going to teach you the third section of the physics. Okay. The physics part will be covered by 3 faculties, and I'm going to take the third part of the physics. So the basic maths is already has been started, and I'm going to start the third portion of the basic maths. So before starting that, before starting any of the teaching which I'm going to teach you, I will ask you first question: why you want to become a doctor? If you want to become a doctor, you should be clear about it. Why you want to become a doctor? This is my question to you first. Why you want to become a doctor? There might be some reasons of your family. Sir, can I join offline after 1 month? Yeah, let you should ask that question to the other people. We are here going to talk about physics only. Okay, this kind of question can be asked later on to the admin department. Yes. So when we are having weekend exams and what will be the physics syllabus? Okay, that will be after some time. Okay, these 2 weeks. Uh, for fame in name. Okay, yeah. So that's one honest answer of my question. Why you want to become a doctor? For fame and name. There is some service also involved with becoming a doctor. We serve the nation by becoming a doctor. Our nation is 140 crore people. We are a nation of 140 crore people, and these 140 crore people require a lot of doctor to manage healthy community. So that's why a lot of doctors are needed in this country. And recent COVID situation has seen the requirement very has increased dramatically. So that's why becoming a doctor is not only for name and fame. Yeah, good evening. Not only for name and fame, is also the requirement of country to serve the nation. Yeah, Gosalite. Okay, okay, Telugu. ठीक है. Now some spammers are also joined here. Yeah, it's a dignified job. No need to work under someone. Yes, doctor can work anywhere in whole country. You can also go outside India also. If you are a good doctor, you can go outside also. So by becoming a doctor, you are free to work anywhere in India and outside also. So this also a big reason to become a doctor. You can work for any. You will not need to work for anyone. Okay. So yeah. So to serve the people. Yes. Okay. Huh. So some people are also asking, they are getting 563 marks. What should I do? You can ask these questions later on, because this is a physics class. We are going to, I'm going to tackle the physics portion only. Okay. Yeah, Bunny. That's correct answer. Okay. So your aim should be clear first. If your aim is clear, then your dedication will follow, because the NEET exam require a lot of dedication. You need to work hard and hard effortlessly. You need to relentlessly work on your subject. You need to practice a lot to get perfect score, because now exam is so difficult. Even in this exam, this result also, there are about 17, I think 16 students got 715 marks. 2 students were getting 720 marks in this exam. One student was getting 716 marks, and 715 marks, there were 16 students on this marks. A lot of students are after that. I think above 700 there are around 350 kind of people were there. I'm approximately saying that 350 persons were there. 350 students were getting more than 700 marks. So can you see the amount of competition here? There is a lot of competition. Just by 1 or 2 mistake, if you commit mistake in 1 or 2 question or 4 question, you are below 700 marks. And if you are getting less than 700 marks, your rank will be suffer, and you are not going to get Delhi M's. Okay. So Safina, that question could be asked later on. Okay, so today we are going to focus on physics only. Okay, yeah. Uh, okay, so the thing is that this exam now require a lot of practice. Even a small error can create a big change in your rank. 1 or 2 marks will create a lot of change in your rank. Some college will get shifted. You will get a lesser college, later grade college, but that will not affect your further studies. Okay, you can after your MBBS, you can go for MD, you can go for a better college after that. But still, getting a good college in the first MBBS seat only is the requirement. Okay, so that's why we need to focus on our rank. Clear? So to get a very good rank, you need to focus very hard. You need to work effortlessly. Okay, you need to work daily. You need to make your notes properly. You need to work hard. You need to complete your revision for on time. You need to give every exam properly. You need to look for your mistakes in the exam. You need to rectify your mistakes in exam and repeat this process a lot of time. Then only you can get this kind of marks, 700 and plus marks. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that was some kind of idea that we need to work very hard. And you have already worked this, you are long-term students, you have already worked for 1 or 2 years before this exam. So for the next 2024 exam, I will say you that still the path is clear for us. We know what is the path. We know what the mistakes we have committed in the previous exam. Now we can do better in the next exam. So the next exam, 2024 NEET, will be you will get even better rank than this year. Okay, that's for sure. Just go with the flow, follow NCERT, whatever teachers are teaching you, just follow this and you will get the best exam. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's start our physics portion. I'm going to take the third part of the physics. We are starting with the basic mathematics because basic maths is required to understand physics. Physics can be understood only if we know maths. Some people also say maths is language of physics. So if we don't know maths, how we can explain physics to you? So maths is essential to understand the concepts of physics or the way in which the concepts are delivered to you. For example, I take an example for this concept, this idea. If I say Newton's second law is F equal to ma, Newton's second law can also be written as F equal to ma. So this is Newton's second law written in form of mass. This expression is giving you relationship among force, mass, and acceleration. These three things are physical quantities, and their relationship is given by this equation. So this Newton's second law is written in form of mathematics. Here an expression is giving you all of the information needed for Newton's second law. Some people also write this Newton's second law as F equal to dp by dt. Some people also put a vector sign on this force and P because they are vector quantities. So this expression contains a lot of information about Newton's second law. And to grasp that information, to understand that information, we need to know the meaning of these things. We need to know what this D means. We need to know what this vector sign means, how they can be how they can be measured, how they can be handled. We should know these things. Only after that, we are able to fully understand the concepts behind this equation. So the knowledge of mathematics, which is used in these equations, is essential to understand the physics in a better way. And understanding will follow with marks. If you understand the physics well, marks will automatically follow. Okay. So first thing, the requirement of basic maths should be clear to you. Is this clear? Why basic maths is required? To understand the concepts of physics written in form of these equations. Yes. So basic maths is required to understand physics language, or we can say language of physics. Sorry, language of physics is maths. Clear? Okay, very good. Now, what concepts of basic maths will be required to us? So basic maths, which is required to understand physics. Some concepts of geometry is required. Some of coordinate geometry, some of calculus, trigo, algebra, series and sequence, etc. I am outlining the basic concepts of mathematics which we require in physics, and a lot of ideas of vectors is also involved. As we can see, this equation even itself, they contain vector symbols. So vectors is also must to understand the physics in better way. So these are some ideas of physics. These are some ideas of maths which we are going to study. So other teachers have already started some concepts. They are covering calculus, trigonometry. I'm going to take care of geometry, algebra, and vectors, and some coordinate geometry. This will come in the third part of the physics, third track of the physics. So I will start with some geometry first, then I will go to some coordinate geometry, then I will go to vectors and algebra and series and sequence. Some small knowledge of series and sequence is required, and then I will go to vectors. So this is the outline that I will be taking care of. Okay? Yeah. Very good. Now, let's proceed. Let's start with basic geometry. In many questions, you came up with different geometrical situations, and understanding of some properties of geometries will help us to solve this question in just manner, in proper time. Because you also know there is a lot of pressure of solving question in time in a NEET exam. So if we know the concepts of geometry well, we can solve the questions in few minutes. So geometry concepts helps in solving the question easily. So I am trying to cover all of the concepts involved in different questions and giving you all of the concepts here only. And whenever they are required in some question, we will also cover the concepts in those questions also. But it's better to understand these concepts here only, then we will revise this again whenever they are required. Okay. So some basic geometry concepts I am going to start with. And first I will start with triangle. First I am starting with triangle. Triangle. So what is a triangle? You must be knowing about triangle because triangle has been taught to you since class 7th or 6th. You must be knowing what is a triangle. So what is a triangle? Whenever someone asks you what is a triangle, what will you say? What is a triangle? Any answer? Yeah, some answers are coming. Triangle. See, I'm going to start, yeah, 3 sides, very good. I'm going to start from very basic. I will assume that you do not know anything. Okay, by covering basic concepts only, we can get better score. I will assume, yeah, I will assume that you know nothing. That's why I'm starting from very basics. Okay, yeah. So what is a triangle? Triangle is a figure, closed figure. Triangle is a closed figure which has 3 sides. It's a polygon of 3 sides. Polygon is just higher version of triangle. So triangle is a 3-sided figure which is closed. Usually we term the vertices of triangle as PQR or ABC or some letters of some alphabets of English. Usually we use alphabets of English to represent the vertices of triangle. If this triangle is named as PQR, the vertices are called PQR. Then in mathematics, we write the name of the triangle with this symbol and the order of vertices. This is the way of representing the name of triangle. If I am naming the vertices as PQR, so in mathematics, we say that triangle, if we want to express something about this triangle, then this triangle's name is written like this. This is symbol used to represent that I am talking about triangle. So this delta symbol is used for representing triangle, and PQR are the vertices of the triangle. Okay. If some other triangle is named as ABC, I will start from very basic, as if you know nothing. Okay. So that's why if anyone has not studied in class 11th and 12th, they can also cover the physics. So suppose this is another triangle. Oh, just a minute. Yeah. Suppose this is another triangle which has one angle is 90 degree. So ABC are the vertices. When I want to express name of this triangle, I can write ABC. So this is how we write about triangles. Now, if I want to talk about this angle only, if you see here, the side PQ and side PR are making some angle. If I want to ask what is the angle, what is the name of the angle? So to represent the angle, I use this symbol. Mathematicians uses this symbol. This angle-like symbol is used to represent angle. Okay, this angle-like symbol. So when I want to tell about angle P, angle created at the point P, I will just write angle symbol with P letter. This I am representing the point P, angle created at the point P. Some people also represent this angle as angle QPR. Angle QPR. This is way to represent angle. If I want to represent this angle, I can represent that angle by just letter P because this angle is created at the point P, or I can write angle QPR. Okay. Now, some people also can say this is angle RPQ. So there is nothing wrong in that. We can also say this angle is RPQ. So this is how angles are represented. This is how representation of angle is done in physics, in maths. Okay, so we are starting from very basics. Now, triangle has three angles. This is an angle, this is an angle, this is an angle of triangle. Triangle is three angle. There is an important property concerning these angles. What is that property? What is the sum of the three angles of triangle? What is the sum of three angles of triangle? What is the sum of three angles of triangle? 180 degree. Very good, very good, very good. 180 degree. So if I add this three angle, angle Q, angle P plus angle R, I will get 180 degree. If I ask you why, very good. If I ask you why, what will your answer? If I ask you why, what will your answer? Do you know why this sum of these three angle is 180 degree? See, whenever you learn something, try to ask why it is true. If you know the concepts with proof, why you are okay, everyone is giving me answer 180, but no one is giving me the reason why. Okay, if you know the concepts with basics, with proof, then only you can get 700 plus kind of mark. No. King, that answer is wrong. Any bond figure is sum as 180 degree. No, that answer is wrong. Quadrilateral, the angle of quadrilateral, sum of angles of quadrilateral is 360. So how your answer can be correct? No, it's not that acute angle sum will be 180. No, that answer is wrong. No, Srinivas. Each angle is 60 degree. No, I am not talking about any special triangle here. This is not a special equilateral triangle. This can be any scalene triangle. For scalene triangle, this angle need not be equal to 60. So it's not necessarily that triangle should have all angle to be 60. Okay, so I will prove this to you. The sum of the angles, you should know the concepts with their proof also. Then only you can get good marks. Okay, suppose I have a triangle and let's say these are the three angles of the triangle. Let's say this angle is X, this is Y, this is Z. I will use some basic of geometry to prove that. No, because it is half of a quadrilateral, that is again wrong. Okay, so I will use some basic geometry to prove that the sum of the angles is 180 degree. Okay, let's name this triangle. Let's say this triangle is ABC. Can I create a line at vertex A which is parallel to BC? Isn't it? I can create a line which is passing from the point A and it is parallel to BC. I am drawing a line here. Which is parallel to BC. This line is parallel to BC. Can I do this? Yes, I can do this. I can create a line here. Let's name this line. Let's say this line is PQ. Some nomenclature is always good. Okay, so I have drawn a line PQ which is parallel to BC. Okay, now if this line is parallel to BC, so what can you tell me about this angle? Isn't this Z and this angle are alternate angle? Tell me. If this is Z, then this angle should also be Z, because these two are parallel lines and an intersecting line creates same angle with parallel line. These two are alternate angles, so they will be same. Yes, very good. Similarly, if this angle was Y, then this angle, the angle shown by pink color here, if this was Y, I can also say this is Y. Is it clear? Yes. Now see that x, z and y, when they are added, what angle they are creating? What angle they are creating? They are creating 180-degree angle. Isn't it? The angle created on a line that is 180-degree. Hence, x plus y plus z is equal to 180-degree. Or you also know 180-degree can be written as pi radian. Yes. Okay. So sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180-degree. Sum of angle of a triangle is equal to 180-degree. This is many times used in questions in physics. This idea, sum of the angles of triangle is 180-degree. Very good. Okay. Now I will ask you, I will give you some basics, some few questions, some important and easy questions. Okay. Suppose I have a triangle here. This is 120-degree and this is 30-degree. So can you give me this angle? What will be this angle? 30-degree. Very good. If this is 120, this is 30, sum of these two is going to be 150, then 180 minus 150, this should be 30-degree only. This should be 30-degree. Okay, this is 30-degree. Okay. So many times we require this kind of small questions in a big question of physics. Okay. Some two angles are known, then other can be calculated. Okay. Now, if I have a right angle triangle, let's talk about a different triangle now. Okay, right angle triangle. This is a special triangle. What is a right angle triangle? A right angle triangle is a triangle in which one of the angle is 90-degree. Trigonometry must have been started till now. Okay, so you all know what is a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle contains an angle which is 90-degree. Contains an angle which is 90-degree. The side in front of the 90-degree, what is this side called? This is called hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse. Sometimes it is represented just by h. If I take this angle to be theta, let's say this angle is theta. Okay, then side in front of angle theta, usually that is called perpendicular, and the remaining side is called base. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, we have one side called hypotenuse, one side called perpendicular, one called base. And by Pythagoras theorem, you must be knowing h square should be equal to p square plus b square. H square equal to p square plus b square. Okay. Now, that was not the information which I wanted to tell you. I was trying to say, if this angle is theta, this is 90, then what about this angle? What will be this angle? One angle is theta, other is 90, then what will be the remaining angle? That is not 45. That is not 45. Not, yes, Monish, very good. 90 minus theta, very good. Very good. That angle is 90 minus theta. This angle is 90 minus theta. I can write 90 as pi by 2 also. So I can write this angle as pi by 2 minus theta or 90 minus theta. Okay. These two angles, their sum must be 90, because if sum of all the angles is 180, then these two angles, the addition of these two angles must be 90. So these two angles are complementary of each other. If their sum is equal to 90, they are called complementary angle. They are called, yes, I am starting from very basics. Okay. Yeah. So sum of these two angles is 90-degree. That's why they are called complementary of each other. Complementary of each other. We can write down what is complementary angle. Complementary angle. Complementary angles. If sum of two angle is 90-degree, they are complementary of each other. Why I am giving you this information? Because when you are going to learn about kinematics, there is a chapter called projectile motion. If I throw a particle from ground, at some angle theta with some speed u, it will cover some range before falling on the ground again. it will cover some range before falling on the ground again. It will cover some range before falling on the ground again. Okay. So, if the particle is projected at complementary angle, if the same particle is projected with same speed but at complementary angle, the next projection angle is 90 minus theta. The range is same. The range is same. So there a statement is always given to you. There a statement is always given to you that for complementary angles, the range of projectile is same. For complementary angle, the range of projectile is same. And sometimes we do not understand what is the meaning of this complementary angle in that statement. So I came across some doubts regarding the word complementary angle. That's why I was even explaining the complementary angle too. Okay, so I am starting from very basics. So what are complementary angle? The angles which sum up to 90 degree. They are called complementary of each other. Okay, is this clear? Complementary angle. Is this clear? So in a right angle triangle, yes, in a right angle triangle, the other angle than 90 degree, these two are complementary of each other. Okay, very good, very good. Complementary angle is now covered. Okay, now we will learn about exterior angle. What is an exterior angle? Suppose this is a triangle. If I extend any one of its side, if I extend any one of this side, see that this was a triangle and I am extending one of the side of the triangle. I am extending one of the side of the triangle. Then this angle which is created outside the triangle, that angle is called exterior angle. This angle is called exterior angle. This angle is called exterior angle. Is this clear? This is exterior angle. Exterior angle. And there is a property regarding exterior angle. Let's say this exterior angle is delta. If that is delta and the opposite to that delta, the angles in the triangle which are far from delta, this is exterior angle, and the angle in the triangle, angle inside the triangle which are far from this delta angle. Let's say this angle is x, this angle is y. Okay, so x plus y gives you delta. This is the property of exterior angle. This property is many times used in optics chapter. So when this property is suddenly used in optics, student gets doubt. Why this is happening? Why this angle is equal to sum of these two angle? And this property will not strike you at that time when it is required. Okay, that's why. Yeah. So that's why I am covering all of the basic ideas in the first class itself. Okay. So this angle is called exterior angle, and that is equal to sum of these two interior angle. Clear? So is the idea of complementary angle clear? Okay. Someone are asking about the syllabus. No, at present, no syllabus changes are there. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angle. Okay. This is a property of triangle that we should remember. If I ask you a question regarding this property, let's say I am giving a triangle here. If this is 30 degree, this exterior angle equal to 70 degree, then can you give me this angle? Give answer fast. Very good. Anyone else? Very good. Yeah. If this is 70 degree, this is 30 degree, 70 is exterior angle. So definitely this angle is going to be 40 degree because 40 plus 30 can only sum up to 70 degree. Okay. 40 plus 30 will give you 70 degree. Yes. Correct answer is 40 degree. Very good. Bahut badhiya. Chalo. Next question. Next concept. Okay. Till now we have covered some basic ideas of triangle. Now let go to area of triangle. How area of triangle can be calculated. Then we will learn more properties of the triangle. Area of triangle. Suppose I have a scalene triangle. Scalene triangle is a triangle in which all sides are unequal. That is called scale and triangle. I have a scale and triangle. Let's say this triangle is ABC. I have a scale and triangle termed as ABC. Okay. This point, this vertex is A. This angle will be called angle A. The side opposite to angle A, in mathematics, we choose this to be small a. We usually choose small letters to represent the length of the side. Small letters of English alphabet are used to represent the length of the side. So to represent BC length, I am choosing A. BC length can be represented by small letter A. Why small letter A? Because this is opposite to vertex A. Similarly, if this point is B, the length AC, that can be represented by small b letter. This length AC can be represented by small b letter. And similarly, if this vertex is C, this length can be represented by small c letter. So B to A distance, AB distance is small c. So ABC are the lengths of the sides of triangle. If I know the lengths of the sides of triangle, can you give me the area of the triangle? If I know the lengths of the sides of triangle, can you give me the area of the triangle? This is elementary maths. Okay. You must have covered this in class 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere. If you know the side lengths of the triangle, can you give me the area of the triangle? Area. I am talking about area of the triangle. This area. Anyone? Shriram is saying yes, sir. So, are you saying that you can give me area? So, if you can give me area, just write that formula. Remove the root part and just write the formula. Kirti, your answer is correct, but I am asking answer in terms of ABC. No. Case, your answer is wrong. Yes, Chintu, I am going to tell you the answer. Wait. No, I have not given you height and base. So don't give me answer half B into H. What is H in this triangle? I am not giving you H. Okay. So only the side lengths of the triangles are given to you. If that is the case, that only the side length of the triangles are known to you, and you want to know the area of the triangle. So we can use a formula, okay, called Hero's formula. We will first find out the semi-perimeter of the triangle. Semi-perimeter. What is semi-perimeter? It's half of perimeter. Semi word represents half. If I say semi-circle, then I mean half of the circle. If I say semi-cylinder, I mean half of the cylinder. So semi word is used for half. Okay. So semi-perimeter is sum of the side lengths divided by 2. Sum of the side length is perimeter of the triangle, and if you divide that by 2, you will get semi-perimeter. So first, if you calculate the semi-perimeter of the triangle, then you can use that semi-perimeter, let's say S, to calculate the area of triangle. The area of this triangle is given by root over S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. This is the formula given by Hero, H-E-R-O-N, Hero. Okay. So area of any scale and triangle, if you know the side lengths, we can get that area by using side length by this formula. Okay. So no one from you was giving me correct answer. So now you might be understanding why I'm covering all of the basic concepts first. Okay. This formula needs to be known. Some questions regarding graph can be solved using this formula. Okay. Sometime to calculate PV work of gas, the graph of P versus V is given to you, and area under this PV curve gives you the work done by the gas. And some questions are there in which they give the length of the side lengths of the triangle. Then you need to find out the area of the triangle. This formula comes handy in those kind of questions. Okay. Yeah. So let us do some exercise. Let us calculate area of triangle. I will give you some data. Let's say there is a triangle here with the side length is 12 meter, 13 meter, and let's say this side length is only 6 meter. These are three side lengths of the triangle. Let's change this number to be an even number because even numbers are better to handle. So I am changing this side length to, let's say, 8 meter. Okay. Now give me what is the area of this triangle. Shriram YT. No, Shriram, your nowhere your answer is written. Okay, I'm not. It might have been passed on because there are a lot of messages in chat. Now, give answer for this question, area of this triangle. Eight meter, 6 meter, and 12 meter. These are the side lengths of the triangle. You need to calculate the area of the triangle. Just use the formula. Okay, I will also help you. Let us solve this question together. So first, in order to calculate the area, yes, there are some answer. Yes, wait. So in order to calculate the area, I will first calculate the semi perimeter. Okay, Pradeep, we will check. I will first calculate the semi perimeter. Semi perimeter is perimeter divided by 2. So perimeter is sum of the sides, 12 plus 6 plus 8. Half of that will give you semi perimeter. So 12 plus 8 will be 20 plus 6, 26 by 2. This is 13. Okay, semi perimeter is 13. Sum of the sides divided by 2. 12 plus 8, 20 plus 6, 26 by 2, 13. Okay, now I will calculate the area. So area should be root over 13's time 13 minus 8. Sorry, this should be 13 minus 8 into 13 minus 6 into 13 minus 12. If we just calculate this, we can get the area. So this will come out to be 13 times 13 minus 8. This is going to be 2 plus 3, 5. 13 minus 6. This is going to be 6 plus 4, 10, 7. Multiplied with 13 minus 2, 13 minus 12 is 1. So if you just multiply this, you will get correct answer. So what is 13 into 5 into 7? You can do that. So some people are giving me correct answer, that is 455. Yeah, it might be 455. You can check this for yourself. I'm not going to do this kind of calculation. You can do it on your own. Okay. So check whether this, yeah, many people are giving this answer only. So this must be correct answer. Yes. So root 455. So this kind of questions are sometimes required. So, some big question of physics may be requiring this kind of ideas. That's why I'm covering all of the ideas right now only. Okay. Now let's proceed for another case of calculating area. Sometime we know the base and height of the triangle. Okay. Let's start with a right angle triangle. If I have a right angle triangle, this angle is 90. Then this is called base. And this length, because when I am drawing the triangle in a vertical plane, this is going to be base and this side is going to be height. So area of the right angle triangle comes out to be half base into height. Base into height. And if I extend the same concept for a scalene triangle, let's say this is a scalene triangle. In scalene triangle, if I drop a perpendicular from the top vertex on the bottom side, then this yellow color length, this is called height of the triangle. This is height of the triangle. Okay, when you drop a perpendicular from the top vertex on the base, you are creating two right angle triangle. See here, you are getting two right angle triangle. So this is a right angle triangle and this is a right angle triangle. You are getting two right angle triangle. Okay. And these two right angle triangle, when their areas are added, will give you the total area. If I add the areas of these two right angle triangle, I will get total area. Okay. So this right angle triangle will have area half base into height. This will also have an area half base into height, but their base are different. But heights are same. These two are different bases of these two right angle triangle, but heights are same. I can take half and height common, then I will get sum of the bases to be the total length of this side. That's why for scalene triangle also, if the total length of the base is, let's say, B, and this height is H, we can use the same formula. So area of this triangle is half base into height. Okay, this formula was also given by you in some chats. So this formula is also sometimes used to calculate the area. But to calculate area by using this formula, you must know this height. You must know this height. Okay? Yes. So we can solve some question based on this concept. So let's proceed. Let's say there is a velocity time graph given to you, VT graph, velocity time graph. In this velocity time graph, this axis represent velocity, this axis represent time. And velocity time graph is, let's say, given like this. The maximum velocity here we are getting is 4 meters per second. That is achieved at the time 4 seconds. And at 6 seconds, motion has stopped. Velocity is becoming 0 at 6 seconds. Velocity is becoming 0 at 6 seconds. And I am asking distance traveled by particle, distance or displacement of particle. Distance or displacement of particle. So some of you might be knowing, yeah, you can find this out. Yeah, some of you might be knowing that area of VT graph, this area gives you distance or displacement. Area under VT graph gives you distance or displacement. This area gives you distance or displacement. Area is displacement. Okay, area under VT graph will give us displacement. Okay, in order to calculate this area, see, this height is already known to me. This y coordinate here, this v axis here is giving me 4 meters per second. So this height must be 4 meters per second. And this length must be 6. Hence the area must be equal to half base is 6 into height. Height is 4. So this is the area of the triangle, and that area will give you displacement. So this is again a very simple question. You are getting 12, and because this is given as meter per second in second, so I will write meter is my answer. Okay, yeah. So many times calculating area is required. That's why we have started with triangle and its properties. And area of the triangle is one of the property which we know about, which we should know about. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, very good. Okay, so let's proceed further. Yeah. So some more properties of triangles we will cover. Let's proceed. If I have a triangle which has all the sides to be equal side length, then that is called equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. This is a special triangle. In many questions of electrostatics, you will get charges placed at the vertex of equilateral triangle, and they may place another charge at the center of the equilateral triangle. So in those kind of questions, some properties of equilateral triangle may be exploited. That's why I am giving you all of the properties of equilateral triangle right now. Okay. Now, what are the properties of equilateral triangle? Because the side lengths are same. The side lengths are same. And angles opposite to sides have proportionality with the side lengths. If one angle is larger, then opposite side length will be large. Okay, this is a property of triangle. Angles opposite to sides have their length proportional to the angle, proportional to the angle. So these side lengths are proportional to angle. Now sides are equal, so due to symmetry, angles must be equal. Angles must be equal, and if they are equal, sum of three equal angle is equal to 180, so they must be equal to 60 degree. So inside an equilateral triangle, all of the angles are equal to 60 degree. Inside an equilateral triangle, all inner angles are equal to 60 degree. This is one of the property we should know about. If I extend any one of the side of equilateral triangle, I will get the exterior angle here, and that angle must be equal to 60 plus 60 equal to 120 degree. On any side, exterior angle is equal to 120 degree. If you increase any side, you will get 120 degrees exterior angle. 120 degrees exterior angle. Okay. Sometime the length of the side of triangle is given to you. Let's say this side length is A, and they ask what is the distance of center of the triangle. Center of the triangle. Center, centroid, circumcenter, in center. For equilateral triangle, they all are same. Okay. Centroid, center, in center, circle center. This all are same for equilateral triangle. So I have center of the triangle, which is the center point of the figure. Okay. And they ask what is the distance of the center point from any of the vertices. Any of the vertices. That is required in many questions. In gravitation, in electrostatic, this distance must be known to us. So we will not sit and calculate every time. We will remember that distance. Yes. We will not sit and calculate that every time. We will know the formula, we will use the formula. Okay, we will remember the formula. If we want to calculate the distance of center of equilateral triangle from any of the vertices, that distance is 1 by root 3 time of its side length. This distance is 1 by root 3 time of side length. That distance is 1 by root 3 time of side length. The distance of center from any of the vertices is 1/3, 1 by root 3 times of the side length. Okay. First, we should remember the result. Then I will also explain why this is the case. We should remember this result. Then I will give you proof also. Okay. Yeah. There is another property of this centroid. There is another property of the centroid that we will exploit sometime. That when a perpendicular is dropped from the top, any of the vertices on the other side, the center is such a point on this side which is parting this distance, which is dividing this distance in 2:1 ratio. In 2:1 ratio. There are many things in this diagram. Let me draw new clear diagram. So this is a new clear diagram in which I am again creating the perpendicular line. This is a perpendicular drawn from top vertex at the bottom side. So on this perpendicular line, there will be centroid of triangle somewhere here. Let's name the center of the triangle to be C. Okay. Let's say this point is P, this point is Q, this point is R. The name of the triangle, I have given the name of triangle as PQR. And let's say the foot of the perpendicular is D. So a property which you must know, that this distance PC, let me choose different color because this might not be visibly clear. So PC and CD, the ratio of these two distance is 2:1. 2:1. This is a very basic property of equilateral triangle that in many questions we are requiring, that this distance and this distance are in the ratio 2:1. 2:1. They are in the ratio 2:1. Okay. So what will be this total length? You know this angle is 60 degree. You know this side length of the triangle is equal to A. And trigonometry has started. Trigonometry has started. So if this angle is 90 degree, because I have drawn a perpendicular here, this is 60 degree. This is a right angle triangle. If you look, the triangle PQD is a right angle triangle. The triangle PQD is a right angle triangle. So in this right angle triangle, the side length opposite to the angle, acute angle, the side length opposite to the acute angle, that may be written as hypotenuse times cos theta. Sorry, hypotenuse times sin theta. This side length P to D, PD, that should be equal to hypotenuse, which is A, times sin 60. That is covered in trigonometry. If someone asks you what is QD, that distance QD is hypotenuse of this triangle, this right angle triangle, which is A times cos 60. Cos 60. So this side length QD is hypotenuse times cos 60. This side length is hypotenuse times sin 60. So now the distance P to D is A sin 60. Is this clear? What is the distance PD? Is this clear? Is this understood? Ataminda? Yes. Okay. Very good. Yeah. So what information I have given to you? I have told you that the distance PD, okay, is A time of cos 60, sorry, sin 60. PD is A sin 60. And what is value of sin 60? It is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. So distance PD is now known to you. Distance PD is now known to be. Okay. I'm trying to learn some few words. Okay. So I was using one of the word which I have learned recently. So I might be doing some mistake in pronunciation. Okay. So please pardon me. I'm trying to learn. Yeah. Distance PD is now known to us. Okay, this height of the triangle is A times root 3 by 2. That is the height of the triangle. Height of the triangle, A times root 3 by 2. Now, I have told you that center of the triangle divides this total length is 2:1 ratio. 2:1 ratio. Okay. Okay. Some people are asking to explain this once more. So I will explain this once more. See that the PQD, this is a right angle triangle. PQD is a right angle triangle with the acute angle at 60 degree. With the acute angle at 60 degree. If this is 60, this hypotenuse is known to me. Yes, this hypotenuse is known to me. Then I can get this perpendicular. Perpendicular will be A times sin 60. Base will be A times cos 60. Okay. The side length with the angle is cos time of hypotenuse. And the side opposite to angle is sin time of hypotenuse. A sin 60, this side length will give to, A sin 60 will give to you, and this side length is A cos 60. Now, I know the height of the triangle, I know this total length, and I know that C divides PC and CD in ratio 2:1. So I can divide this distance in 2:1 ratio to calculate PC distance. Isn't it? PC distance should be, I am dividing 2:1 ratio. So in order to divide anything in some ratio, we can just add this to number. We can just add this to number. 2:1, just add 2 and 1. You will get 3. Then you will put 2/3 and 1/3 part of that thing to calculate these two numbers. If I want to divide this distance into 2:1 ratio, I will first calculate sum of these two numbers, 2 and 1. So that is 3. Hence the distances should be 2/3 and 1/3. 2/3 and 1/3, the ratio of these two is 2:1. So just 2/3 of this will be PC. Hence PC is 2/3 of root 3A by 2. And if you calculate this, 2 and 2 are getting cancelled out. So you will get root 3A by 3. That is A by root 3. So the distance of any vertex from center is same. Distance of any vertex from center same. And that distance is A by root 3. So in many questions, in gravitation, in electrostatics, you will require this kind of distances relation. So in those questions, we will do quick calculation if you remember this formula. What formula I have told to you? I have given you the distance of center of triangle, equilateral triangle from its vertex. That distance is A by root 3. Now, do you understand the derivation of this formula? Why a by root 3 distance is coming here? Do you understand that distance? Very good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, this distance is also known to you, that is a by root 3. I also told you what is this height of the triangle. This height of the triangle. The height of the triangle is also known to you. That height of the triangle is root 3a by 2. That height of the triangle is also known to you. If you know the height of the triangle, you also know the base of the triangle, you can give me the area of the triangle. Area of this right angle triangle. What will be area? That must be half base, which is a, into height. What is this height? Root 3a by 2. Root 3 by 2. So what will you get? You will get root 3a square by 4. So whenever area of an equilateral triangle is required, we will just remember this formulas. Okay? Or you should remember the derivation. In questions, there is no time to calculate. We will not use this derivation in questions. We will just remember the formula. Okay? So area of equilateral triangle is a triangle in which all the side lengths are equal. Area of equilateral triangle is root 3a square by 4. Okay? Area of equilateral triangle is root 3a square by 4. We should remember these formulas by heart. And height of equilateral triangle is component of A in this direction. So component of A in this direction. This is 60. That's why A cos 60. Sorry, A sin 60. In front of the angle, the side is perpendicular. The perpendicular component is A sin 60. And I also told you what is the distance of center of triangle from any of the vertices. In this equilateral triangle only. Remember, I am talking only about equilateral triangle. For any general triangle, there will be different process to calculate the distance. This is only for equilateral triangle. Okay. So equilateral triangle, center to vertex distance is a by root 3. Okay. Very good. Okay. So I have taken enough time. It's 7:18 now. So let's end our class right now. What I have covered till now, I was starting basic maths. Let's just have a quick recap of the things which I have covered. Okay. I have told you that I am going to start with basic maths. I am going to give you information of maths because to understand physics in a better way, maths is required. And in many questions, maths is required to solve the question properly. So I am starting with basic maths. And I will be covering geometry, coordinate geometry, then some part of algebra and vectors. This is the portion I will be covering. Geometry, coordinate geometry, some algebra, some series and vectors. Okay. So today I have started with some geometry. And I am starting geometry with triangle. So triangle, what is a triangle, how it can be written, what is the name of triangle, how it can be written. Okay, the sum of the angles, some basic properties covered. Because in difficult question, these are the properties which makes the question difficult. Sometimes you do not remember the properties at the time of the solving of question. That's why if I revise all of the concept right now, the questions will become easier. Okay, so sum of the angles is equal to 180 degree. Then what are complementary angle? Okay, yeah. Exterior angle property is covered. Okay, then area of the triangle, some different formulas are given to you. Area of the triangle. Okay, then some examples were given on the area of the triangle. Half base into height, the formula was already known to you. So the half base into height formula was used here to calculate the area. And the last thing which we have covered is for equilateral triangle. Okay, so in equilateral triangle, a lot of information is given to you. Next time, you should remember all of this information. Okay, okay. Thank you very good. Thank you, Satvik Arts and Crafts. Thank you all of you.